Okay, this isn't very SEO friendly, but that's okay. I just got done working my little dog walking job in Topanga, and I just wanted to share some little epiphanies that I had throughout the day. I had documented a little bit today, but the highlights, or the things that gave me the most like lightning bolt epiphanies, were not documented. So that's why I'm here to tell you about them. Okay, so the theme of these epiphanies are, okay, I firmly believe that everything is perspective. Everything is perspective. Like, the most important thing in the world, like what makes or breaks your life, is how you look at things, is perspective. And so I'll start with this morning. I got super into like making my little mushroom coffee, and in the little Bodum, I even just gave my mom one. That's how obsessed I am with it. I'm like, everybody needs to have one. I'm like, here, you have one. It like makes, it like froths milk, and makes it hot. So it like, just like, it's like a coffee maker. Sorry, it's literally raining and like it's foggy. So, and I'm driving through the mountains. So not the best time to record this, but you know what? We're making use of every minute here. Okay. So, anyways, my Bodium, I don't call it Bodium, it's Bodum. I like had it like on the top of the car, like right up here, and I took a curve, and my coffee flew everywhere. Everywhere. I was like, oh, that really took a lot to be like, in me to be like, oh, you should have just put it on the side. Like, why did you leave it there? That's like so dumb, obviously, Nelly. But I'm like, no, we're not going down that path. We're not going to be mad at ourselves. I'm like, okay, this is an opportunity to be like, you know what? I didn't need to drink it anyways. Maybe it would have given me a bad stomach ache, or like, I don't know. Maybe there was something in it that my body like didn't need at the time or something, whatever, you know, anything you can say to just make yourself feel better about the situation is what you should do. Like, just literally, it reminds me of when I watched The Secret. Have you ever seen The Secret? And like one of the opening scenes, it's like this girl who, she's like brushing her teeth, she's like having a good morning, and then she gets a little bit of toothpaste on her shirt, and then she just looks at it and she's like, whatever. She's like totally shrugs it off. Sorry, one second. Mad curve, and it's so foggy. Okay, I'm sorry. Okay, back in action. So yes, that is that was obviously not ideal, but like I wasn't gonna allow it to ruin the good morning that I was having. That's the point. And so that was, how do I explain this? I guess the point of that is to say, like, it's so much easier to get frustrated than it is to just like let something roll off your back and be like, whatever. At the end of the day, it's a spilt coffee. Like, am I gonna remember this in 5 years? That's the best mental trick, is to ask yourself, am I gonna remember this in 5 years? Like, oh, had a great life, but one time I was driving into Topanga and coffee spilled everywhere. Won't ever like live that down. No, obviously not. So yeah, that was my first little moment. And then on my break, I went to Whole Foods to go food shopping. And sorry, you know when your like windshield like fogs up, and I'm trying to like make it not fog up, but it's like not working, that little heat picture on your car. Okay, so anyways, I was at Whole Foods, parked, and I was like just cleaning out my car, so I was about to throw out some stuff, so I grabbed all the trash, and I opened the door, but I didn't look behind me, and a lady was like right there, like walking like to like, you know, to the side, to the car was parked next to me, so she was walking to open the door to her car. Oh my god, sorry, mad curve, I can't see shit. I might have to pause this and quickly just wipe this down. Yeah, I should probably like focus on staying alive. I shouldn't have to drive this way. Okay, fuck it. Hold on. I have a pair of socks. Oh, that's so much better. I don't know why the windshield keeps fogging up so bad. Okay. Jesus, I can actually see now. Should have done that a while ago. Okay, back to the story. Lady next to me, I opened the door like almost like right in front of her, and she was like holding food, and she was like this older lady that she was so sweet. She was like, woo! You know, I was like, oh my God, I'm so sorry. Like, I obviously should have looked. Jesus Christ, Nelly. I should have like looked before opening the door. That was just I was in my own head. And she was just like, oh my gosh, no worries. Like, keeps me on my toes, keeps me on my feet. But she just had the best energy exuding from her. I was like, it just made my day. I don't know how to explain it. Like, yeah, I was just like, wow. She could have easily have been like, can you like look first or something like that? Or like, can you please watch it? But, she wasn't. She was like, that was the definition of making a bad situation, a potentially bad situation, into a good situation. I can't believe this. My windshield is fogging up again. Anyways, so I loved that. That put me in a good mood for the rest of the day. And isn't it so crazy how she was just a stranger? It just goes to show that working on yourself and exuding positive energy is fucking key. You don't have to be like a fucking influencer and have 1 million followers to put out good vibes into the world. Like, it's so important to just be, if you're just a good person who cleans their windshield. Sorry. Okay. Jeez, great angle, Nelly. Okay. Wow, that's just, it works for like 5 seconds and then it's bad again. I'm literally driving down from a mountain. It's a little scary. Okay. So anyways, that was just so impactful for me because that energy put me in such a good mood. And isn't it funny? Okay, the point of the story, the moral of this whole video is that I feel like people, okay, let me get my thoughts straight, collect my thoughts. So I think back to the very first thing I was saying about perspective, why perspective is everything in the world, because your day could have been ruined based off of these things happening. And they're also things that are like perceived to be bad things that happen to you, you know? But what if everything that seems to be annoying or something that's just not ideal, what if that's for you? Like my coffee spilling this morning, that was an opportunity for me to practice letting something roll off my shoulders, letting something just not be a big deal, you know, something that truly at the end of the day isn't. My car is still functioning. I might just have to clean up a mess, but like, whatever, you know? It's like, I think it's just so easy to be triggered by something or get mad at something, but like, if you see it as an opportunity to practice patience or to practice compassion or to practice letting something go, not making it a big deal, that's the superpower. That's the fucking superpower. I swear. Like, that mindset now has single-handedly changed my life. It's the idea that something's happening for you, not to you. Like this windshield that's all foggy. It's somehow for me. There's probably some symbolism in this. But yes, I hope that inspired you. I hope that reminded you to just choose to see the perspective of quote, things that aren't happening in your favor aren't necessarily things going wrong. They're things that are opportunities for you to just learn, explore, and learn and think of try to train your mind, like train the muscle in your mind, allow it to become a habit of seeing the good things out of, like, quote, seemingly negative things, because they're not always negative. Okay, maybe I'll try to make this a 10-minute rant, end it here, and I would love to be doing more of these, because oh my gosh, I follow other people that do these, and I'm so inspired, and it's really cool to just do unedited videos. So I'm gonna drive home and focus on the road, and maybe like call my mom or something. Oh my god. And that's all for now. Sending you all the love. You got this. Okay, one last thought that I wanted to touch upon that I completely forgot to talk about. So I was listening to a Gary Vee interview, and the thing that he was asked was, the very last question in the podcast was, what do you want your tombstone to read? And he said that he was someone, like, I was someone who gave more than he took. And that, to me, just rings so much truth. Like, because that's exactly how I feel all the time. And I'll just tell you what happened today too, and it's not to toot my own horn by any degree at all. There was, like, clearly a homeless man walking up the canyon, like I'd say like a decent, like a busy road, you know, but there weren't too many cars because it was raining, but still, this man with, like, a big blanket over him, just walking up. It's pouring rain. It's like 50 degrees, you know, like, my heart always, like, goes out to those people, because I just can't imagine, like, what that circumstance must really feel like, you know. And so I drove past him, and I've had this gut fucking wrenching feeling before. Like, I feel like I want to save people all the time. But the point is that I turned around because I couldn't live with myself driving in my warm car past someone who clearly is living a completely different reality with, like, all my grocery bags of my Whole Foods, you know, like, it just makes me sick, you know, like, the different degrees that people live in, especially, like, in bigger cities. So, you know, I turned around, and I probably should have just given the fucking man a ride, even though it was a little bit scary to do that. So I didn't, but I gave him a banana, and I told him, like, may you find your way, like, I hope you find your way. And whatever that did for him, even if it did nothing, it doesn't matter. It made me feel better, because it made me feel like I did my part in humanity, and I'm not just living for myself, because it's just a gross feeling to live for yourself. Like, if you just live for yourself, you know, I don't know. I can't do it. It's like when I see people sitting at a bus stop, like, it makes me want to pick everybody up and just drive them to their destination and drive them home, and, like, make sure everybody is comfortable and happy. And yeah, I don't know. I just want to share that. But the whole idea of giving more than you take and having that be part of your legacy, something to think about for sure. It's just, it feels so much better to give than to receive. It always will. As trite and corny as that is, it's like, it's the truth. And yeah, so I think it's, like, a good challenge to see, you know, I just thought about this. Like, what if you asked yourself every single day, like, if you did one thing that helped someone, or you did something, like, you gave to somebody, like, completely selflessly, like, there was no way they could repay you, just one act of kindness. I wonder if everybody did that, including myself, you know, like, what kind of a better place we'd live in if just one little act of kindness every single day. It makes a difference. It really, really does. And I think it's really important. At the end of the day, we're literally on a rock spinning in a fucking circle. Like, it's just days that go by. Like, it trips me out almost. It's like, oh, sun goes up, sun goes down, sun goes up, sun goes down. Like what the hell? It's kind of insane. Like, everything just keeps going. Just, like, nothing stops. Like, it's just, time just keeps going. I don't know. It's just a trippy experience. You know, we're just on this little soul journey, incarnated into human bodies on this place we decided to call Earth. But like, we are suspended right now in space. Like, think about that. If you zoom out, we're on a fucking planet, just a planet. We live on a planet. A planet. What? Like, there's, I don't know, just think about that for a second. Okay, this is turning into a whole different conversation. But, like, I think when you zoom out, that's the thing. Like, Gary Vee was even saying, like, he compares, like, everything bad that could happen to, like, his family dying, you know? And he's like, okay, like, is this in comparison is this as bad as that? And he's usually, obviously, like, usually absolutely not. So it's like, is this that big of a deal? Again, back to the perspective thing. Yeah, okay. That's my last little side rant. I'm gonna look for my water bottle because I'm thirsty. And I'm probably almost home. I can't see, still feel like I can't see shit. I'm just relying on all the lights of the cars around me. Yeah, my mom didn't pick up. Just update. Anyways. Okay, love you guys. Mwah.